Hello SkinClub fans, it's Anders here, and we're back with another video. This time we're going to be taking a look at Overpass. And what better team to try and illustrate what the tactical level currently is on Overpass than FURIA. They're all the talk right now, and for good reason. They did just win down in Hong Kong. It was amazing, what a game it was. And I kind of wanted to take a look at Overpass because they're one of the teams that has a really high win rate, something like 83% on it. They play the map a lot. And I have a feeling that for some reason, Overpass still tactically is far away from where it could be. I'm sure FURIA are working on it and everybody else is too. But I kind of wanted to just pick a map, walk through it with you guys, and see what we can learn. And I'll try and, you know, mix in some historical aspect for how the map used to be played and if anything is still missing and all the rest of it. So let's go. I really don't know exactly what this is going to be like, so let's just take a look. This is a game that they are playing up against Vitality, and they end up winning it just barely from what the scoreline said. So let's jump into it. Let's not delay any further. They are going to be starting on the T side here, FURIA. And let's see what they set up like. So already, very, very heavy split, obviously, towards the B bomb site here. Serato's got a couple of flashbangs. And they are setting up like they are expecting something to happen. Like you can see the fact that they're standing still like this is just very interesting. It's curious that I would have thought Serato would have thrown those flashbangs right away, but fair enough. They wait. They want to use them for the B bomb site. Just seemed like there was a bit of a chance. Classic flashbangs all over the place. Just really, really good work here. The Molotov in the back. The smoke up high. It's just textbook, absolutely textbook round coming out from FURIA. Can't really complain about it at all. Not that I would really want to. So, yeah, good job. On to the next. No, we don't care so much how the round ends. We just kind of care about everything else. Throw down the early Molotov to slow down. Another Molotov here to stop Yekanda from being engaged too early. And again, he's kind of waiting here. Like, look at the same kind of discipline. They are worried about the idea. Well, there's two reasons to worry. One is that you could get swung up on from this angle, but another good reason to worry is that there are a lot of HEs that can be thrown from this setup here. In fact, there are HEs that can be thrown from up here. Not that anyone knows about it yet, but they can be. And obviously Molotovs as well and everything else, so I respect the fact that they're trying to be a little bit careful. Okay, so let's see. We've got Molotov back here. We've got a flash going over this way, another flash going over that way against 3 people. Flames is going to get a kill. They push in front of the Molotov. Mezzi gets one, picks up another, it's Apex actually getting another one there. And he picks up a second kill. So that's just a crazy... It's a crazy scenario that they end up losing this. You know, we can tell down here. But they do. Yuri and Rops in a 1v1. Crazy. I don't think FURIA did a lot wrong here, did they? I don't think so. I think they had all the utility. Not much to complain about. Maybe Serato could have been through the smoke when they were pushing in, but that's not really his job. Anyway. We don't care so much. We're on to the next. We're not going to linger around forever. This one, they are pretty well equipped. No complaints. Vitality employing some of the traditional grenades out here. That's pretty good. But they don't stick around. Now, I would say one of the great benefits of this map, if you're on the T side, is that if you take control of this part up here, and you have some control here, and you kind of just deny the CTs from being out here. So if you have some soft control in these 3 boxes, then you can play this insane game where you can rotate back and forth through the connector way the fuck quicker than anyone on the CT side can. Like these two, you know, this little pathway here is so fast to rotate back and forth from. So that's a huge tactical benefit, and I think that's something that I'm hoping more and more teams will start to do. Some already have. I've already seen a couple of Overpass games, but I think it could be optimized even more. They do run into Robs. They trade it out. Saibu's alone. They don't immediately press their advantage. So that's not terrible, but it's just they have time here, right? They've got 50 seconds. I feel like once you get this kill on Robs, you either go or just maybe consider whether or not it's really worth it. Like, they can probably even hear some of the footsteps down here. I feel like it's not necessary to be this aggressive. Saiwu's got a double, turns it into a triple. That is also sick from Saiwu. Well played. Quad kill in the end. I mean, that's a lot, but they are also... They're walking into a bomb site that they already heavily telegraphed that they were going to go to. So I don't know if I love that from FURIA. Not a big fan. Did cost them the round. Let's see the next one. This time they have very, very little to work with. So they're doing a little bit boost over here, trying to see if they can get the job. They're finding whatever they can. They are employing another really cool aspect of the game, which is in both these positions, like A, short and long, I suppose, both these you can walk so far without getting noticed sometimes. Like just, you know, no running, no grenades, no nothing. So I kind of love that. I think it's really smart, and I don't even know if Robs is going to be able to see this. He's kind of peeking like he maybe saw something, but doesn't seem like they really know. Sideward certainly just looks like he's getting caught off guard there. And then they lose Quesorata out on long. And they're just up against Apex here. And he gets everybody. Okay. Honestly, a better setup for FURIA here than, you know, like, it doesn't look that great in the end because they just get the one kill. But honestly, this was a round that had a lot of potential. And I think it shows, like, a good understanding of the danger of getting this close without getting noticed. Like, that's a real threat to the CT side. So, I like it. They didn't win the round, though. What are we doing next? What be the next plan? I like this from Vitality. Look at Robs. This was one of my early complaints right when they got back in with the map, is there are so many teams that weren't doing this at all. I think on the CT side, it's so worth it to throw this in every once in a while just to keep everybody on their toes. So I really enjoy that. Up by the fountain. Look at this push pressure on the other side. Look at how much... Like, the big downside of Overpass is that if this B bomb site is under attack and you are playing somewhere out here on the CT side, or even, you know, out here or whatever, you're so far away. Like, the rotation time is just, it's so far away. What they've done instead, by pushing up here and by playing forward here, is they've made the rotation time, you know, kind of like this, instead of, you know, some crazy shit like this. It's a really cool thing that they're able to do here, Vitality, by just playing forward in this position. They catch Fallen at the beginning. He doesn't even have to fall back because he's got so many people here with him, so that is kind of sick. Saiwu's got a kill in the meantime on another player back here. Yakindar gets one, and he goes and gets another one. Okay. Fair play. Oh, and then this boost up. This is another insane thing. The only weakness right now is if somehow some Ts are walking through here. But even if they come through the tunnel, they're going to get shot in the knees. So this is an absolutely insane setup. Yakindar is... Oh, sorry, not Yakindar. Yuri is certainly dead. Yeah, there's no way you're checking that. It's very rare anyway. So, and Sai was going to get another kill. All right. So that's pretty much the round over and done with. Really nice forward play from Vitality. I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And again, I think that's a real callback to how Overpass used to be played. So I could appreciate that a lot. Classic grenades once again. Yakindar, not 100% sure what he wants to do. Going to sneak around that one. That's kind of cool. Grenade setup, 1, and then 2. Connects with nothing at all, but it's a classic anyway. You want to do it. Now, they spend a lot of time here. We're at a minute. If I just look at this, I'm thinking this is definitely a B hit, right? Because they've just made no effort to clear out this part of the map. All they want to make sure is that the CTs are not in connector. So, fair enough. That's what they're doing. And they don't have that much, just some Tech 9s to work with. Although that's still pretty dangerous, I would say. Boost comes with a kill for Fallen. Or onto Fallen. Rob's going down. That's unfortunate. But it's still a bit disjointed here. I don't know. Quesorata. Oh, he does get flashed through. Okay, fair enough. Just doesn't do anything at all to Messi. Weird round. Kind of falls apart. They didn't have a lot to work with. I don't want to be too critical, but kind of a weird round, to be honest. Now, what is the next step, though? Flames with a sick grenade bounced off there or jumped off there. That's kind of fucking cool. They slowly take this over. They throw a smoke. I think partly so they can clear this corner. And then they start to rotate back. But this is the problem, though. Look, because they haven't cleared this, it doesn't really matter what's happening out here. Like Saiwu and Robs. The fact is, even if 5 Ts walk in here, you're probably okay with that on the CT side. You've got 2 people here. You've got the other 3 coming in. Like, you sort of sandwich them in, so you probably don't care that much. Anyway, they get flames down there. Mezzi's on his own. That's real bad news. Yekindar's going to be getting the kill on the Rops there, sneaking through. And then Mezzi, good job. I mean, he gets a kill, but unfortunately... Did he get 2 kills, actually? Gets 1 there. No, not quite. Apex, though. He's actually getting 2 kills. Okay. I think this is a round that FURIA win like 99% of the time in this scenario. It's a 3v2, Apex alone. Like, that feels like it should be a really winnable round. Sick play from Apex, but, you know, the understanding here for FURIA, I think, is quite high. It's quite well done. I would even say the fact that Fallen runs here, making noise, and Yekindar is, you know, aware that could... goddamn, that could lure in a CT, is in itself a trick, and it's quite nice. So I don't really hate it. Let's go on to the next round. Number 8, for those of you who are challenged when it comes to the counting. Smokes up, flashed on through. Quite strong to be in this position. Very similar setup here for the Vitality side. I don't hate it at all. Flash, another flash, then a Molotov, and then 1 more flashbang. That is, think of how sick that is. So they basically have 3 positions, right? It's like position number 1, position number 2, and then, you know, the rest of it could be anywhere back here, really. But they just casually utility out these positions, right? And they're not even really that quick to push, right? Like, they could have been rushing in, but they wait. They set up for more. The waiting is dangerous. Like, there is a way that could go wrong, but it's a really, really cool way to play this round. So, textbook stuff on the B-bomb side. More evidence why B is so hard to hold. It really just is incredibly hard to hold this B-bomb side. Even you got 3 people here. That's really cool. But anyway, they did lose 6 rounds in a row before they won that one. So, some of the rounds I think they could have won, but a bit tough. Okay, let's see. Very similar opening. Like, look at how cool this is. So, in the previous round, they also had this Molotov, and they also smoked out the incendiary from the CT side. That's nice because it means that the round looks the same to Vitality. It sort of feels like a similar round, but it obviously is not. You can see this time that FURIA all the way on this side, for all the good that it's doing them. Yekindar goes down. Early push. Giant off angle for Robs. Super hard to clear out, I think, if you're Molodoi. So, a couple of players already down. They go along into Saiwu, who's now rotated back. And then Robs win. So, just a fight, a round where they just get picked off. Whatever the plan was, they got destroyed in this round. Let's see, round number 10. What a rough start for FURIA on the T side here. It's super brutal. Okay, let's see. Connector control. Caserato's playing this solo B position or outside of B lurking position. Used to be Taco playing here back in the day, I remember. A lot of interesting solo plays have happened from there. Classic flashbang around the corner here. Even if they're playing the anti-flash, it's just like, you know, first guy's dead and then you trade it out. Now, ooh, hey, so Fallen actually, probably a bit of a misplay for him to just run in there. Maybe he wants to connect with Yuri. Like, he wants these 2 people to meet, but Apex intercepting it. So, back to a 3v3. And... okay, they go find Apex. Plant the bomb, keep on... okay, no retake attempt. It still feels like this is so telegraphed for FURIA. Like, this is a round that they win, so I can't complain too much, but it feels like they're into this fight out here, and they kind of... there's so much of a signal that they should be pushing this bomb side. It just feels like, where's the rounds where they want to sort of change their minds a little bit? I guess in a 3v3 it can be dangerous to go back for the connector. How much control do they have? I guess that's the issue, is that they would have had to have cleared so many corners down here they didn't want to. But I would like to see FURIA have more exit plans in these rounds. I feel like it's such a great round where you can just pull that parachute court and then you're in the B-bomb side immediately. But you need the real estate to actually be there, so... round number 11, let's see. Okay, this time, again, proving the power of walking. You know, they're hiding in the smoke in case there's a CT here, which is powerful. But they just keep on walking, walking, walking. They've made no noise. Flashbang goes over, that's far away. Saiwu, possibly because of the sound of the flashbang, has no idea that's happening. Super smart. Flashbang is late. Nice! Really nice play from FURIA. Again, just walking it through. Apex, though, is going to get one. And we're into a similar 3v3 here. Taken down at long as Apex. Again, they've changed their mind. Now, again, it's working out, so I can't be too critical, but it's interesting to see how much they follow through on whatever their first instinct is and how few fakes are happening. That's just kind of weird. Maybe we can take a look later on the stats just after we've watched the game through. Final round of the half. Round number 12. Similar kind of thing. Yeah. But the flash is sick. That's an absolutely deadly flashbang that just completely destroyed them. Oh my god. Robs. Okay then. 4 kills for him. That's how they win the round. Honestly, this only ended up being 4 rounds for FURIA in the first. I think could have been more. I think definitely could have been more. Anyway, they're on the CT side now, so let's see what they are cooking up. Because they do actually win this game, and you can kind of tell that it's a long game, but they get it done. So, I hate this setup so much. I've been complaining about the setup for maybe 10 years. This idea that, for me, this is what this setup feels like. It feels like the life of this guy in the corner is... It all depends on whether or not the CT spawn guy is actually able to do anything good. Like, he needs to get a kill, he needs to buy time. In a non-pistol round, he needs to not get smoked off. Like, there's so many things that could go wrong. I hate everything about the setup, but let's just see what happens. So, yeah, MongolZ dies. Yakina gets 1 in return. That's good. I don't know if it's great, but it's better than what I normally see. So, that's a bit better. Ooh. So, I was sleeping a bit as they're setting up an execute. And that's also the bomb on the ground, so that's kind of dreadful. Oh, Yakinda's just eating them up right now. He played sick in Hong Kong, by the way. It was great. Yeah, so Rob's trying to get it back, but I think Yakinda had done enough damage already, unfortunately, for the side of Vitality. So they win the round, no bomb plant. This one should be easy. It ends up a 2v2, that's kind of silly. Yuri and... Who was that? Yeah, Yakinda and Yuri kind of going down for nothing. So way too close of a round. 1v1. God, that's so disgraceful in a way. Gotta step it up, FURIA. We are into the first real buy round here for Vitality. So let's see how this one plays out. We get the first kill out long. That's a MongolZ. Just to make a note as well, look at the insane setup here. That's the first buy round, and you are so sure that they want to go B. So you are just ready to do that. And that also means you've got no presence on this side of the map. Like, remember how much we're complimenting Vitality for being aggressive on this side? Well, FURIA are not. And that allows Vitality to kind of set up, you know, pretty deep on the map. They have spent a lot of time just kind of walking around. Like, by the time they get here, look at the... They lose a player out long, and there's like 23 seconds. So they just have to do something. Panic smokes. Everything's chaos out here. Yeah. Trying to go through. Yakinda need a bit of double. But regardless, it's 10 seconds left. Like, there's almost nothing Flames could do here. Trying to play around with it, but yeah, round's lost. I think... I don't know why it took Vitality so long when they encountered next to nothing. They encountered Yakinda at the beginning. But then they never see him again. Like, at all. That's a really long time. Anyway, round number 16. Okay. Yakinda actually playing in the connector. This is another one of those things that right when the map came back in again, nobody was really doing this anymore. And it's a very committed position, but I kind of like it. And I guess for a player like Yakinda, he loves commitment. Oh, falling back and K-Serata, the door is blown open, obviously, it always is, so he's going to be able to catch Robs. That's kind of disgusting. Yekindar goes on a massive flank. While the rest of Vitality pushing up. Mezzy is so... Oh, he should be dead, but he's not. Okay, Grenade will catch him. Yekindar... I don't know how they win this. I feel like Vitality are not doing well in this round. They get the bomb planted. Yekindar's lurk is so long. And it's just Apex versus 3. No way. They haven't even seen Yekindar yet. It's just a random turnaround. What a sick round from Apex. Okay. Fair play to the man. But what is next? Let's see. So that was one of the rounds that they actually win. I don't even think they should have won that round, to be honest. Like that should have been a FURIA round as well, but it isn't. Boost up, flashbang over. They have to run through the smoke. And they get Queserato. So that's great. Great work. Robs with the assisted flashbang there. Then it's Fallen spraying down 2. What the... That seems so unnecessary for Apex and Flames to just both die to that. That's a really weird occurrence. Yekindar's been holding this the whole time, so he can just rotate down. Nice. And then Fallen flashed in to get 2 more kills. Nearly the ace. Alright. That's not a round where you can say a lot tactically. Like, I mean, yeah, great play for Fallen, I guess. Don't know what else to really make of it. Bit disappointing from my point of view, because I want to see some real strategies here on the T side. I like this. Again, when you get this close, think of what the equivalent would be on another map. Like, how many maps can you hang out this close to the actual plant zone? It's not that many, really. Like, even on Inferno and A, you have to run further than this around the L-band, or around the, like, the quad side. Yeah, there aren't that many. I mean, maybe B-bomb side in Inferno or something. Like, there aren't that many maps where you are this close, like a couple of steps and you're there. So it's a powerful way to get into a site. Did they Molotov the back? No, they didn't. So Queserato just puts up a smoke preemptively. I mean, it's good anyway. Fallen's playing inside of it. Ooh. So, I don't know. I actually love the idea for Vitality. I think it's a really good idea. But, I guess FURIA, to their credit, staying far back, not getting panicked at all, not engaging too much with anything, kind of hiding in the smokes. It's a good idea. Okay, let's see. Another round. This time number 19. And where are we going? So we're going to be leaning towards this playground area. First kill is Yekindar getting this one. That's a really nice flashbang to allow Yekindar to escape, but unfortunately Apex is kind of hunting him down, yeah. Still, it's taken up all the attention. Yuri pushing in. Ooh, okay. That's Molodoi from the connector, but Yuri gets shot in the back. That's super unfortunate. I feel like when Yuri gets this kill, it probably makes more sense to go away. But I mean, that's also maybe just hindsight. Ooh, I don't know about this. Fallen getting into a fight here. I kind of hate that. Because I feel like when Queserato's in this position, they have such a strong lockdown on a lot of the map. Like, I'd much rather have Fallen just lurking forever, but... He got into a fight. Queserato's real far away, can't really do anything. Has to give up the round. That sucks. Alright. I've got a little bit of the sniffles, just, you know. It's an autumn kind of thing, isn't it? Leaning into winter soon. It's getting cold in Denmark. I don't know about where you guys are at, but... What is the next move here? Round number 20. We're going to be seeing Apex going down. That's Molodoi. Look at how it slows them down so much. This is a great example, right? That kill happens at 1:35. And then They don't even really clear out long, but I guess by the time they move on, it's like it's 50 seconds later, basically. It's such a long time where they're slowed down. Disgusting off angle from Yekindar. Only the one kill though, but it's pretty good. Again, it kind of confirms. And now again, Kesarato. This is really good. If I was anti-stratting Furia on if I was another team, I would think this is something that we have to be aware of the fact that Kesarato is going to take over these positions, because that stops you from going back, and it also allows for Furia to confidently rotate everyone to this A defense. So really nice, really well played, I think, for Kesarato. The only thing that could go wrong is if he rotates too quickly, right? There's 15 seconds, so now it probably doesn't matter, but if he does it at 25 seconds and dies, then they can escape and run back, and that's really bad. Anyway, good play on the CT side as well. I like it. Now we're going to see them confidently take over the playground, the birthday party area, leading into the restrooms. Using the same thing we were talking about, like walking the whole way, no noise being made. They dodge Molodoi for some reason. Smokes are coming up. They're so close to the site again. Molodoi going to get one of them. I don't like that setup. But anyway, this position just always feels weird. But fair enough. Still no attempt to really walk away from the A-bomb side again. Like, they're not doing that thing. But again, they don't control this area, so it's a little bit harder. But it is just interesting to see. Bomb planted, retake. Not good. And then they win the next 3 in a row. Starting with this one. And okay, we're seeing some aggression here. I like it. Unfortunately, couldn't quite escape. Yuri playing real close to this Molotov. Oh, he's got to be close to seeing this lineup here, but the fact that he's here anyway is still allowing them to do a lot, so yeah, there we go. Steps forward, almost takes down Flames. Oh, Yuri, this is such an annoying play. He actually shoots them through the smoke. Kesarato getting a kill there, dropping the bomb as well. Yuri still in hot pursuit here. Really cool round out of Yuri. Defensively from the start of the round here, I don't know, I think it speaks more to why having CTs in the connector can be a giant bonus, and why more teams should be doing it. It's a hard position to play, but well done, Yuri. What is next? Smoke up, flash going over. I like it. And then what's the next move? Okay, they just trade out that... Wait. Yeah, so Kesarato just gets the kill. Did he just wallbang it? Oh my god. I had to do a double take. He wasn't even boosted. He just wallbanged it. That's kind of OP a little bit. Yekindar is there, getting the kill. Very nice. Oh, the map. Look at the map. It's just so suffocating. Oh man, if you're on Vitality here, you control such a tiny portion of the map right now. And this is where this map being so big backfires, because if you're on the T side now and you have to rotate back here, that's just going to take forever. They'll try it, but yeah, it's not worth it. Like, look at, by the time he gets back here, it's like 45-ish seconds. 48 seconds. If he has to go further up, he's not going to have time for it. So they just make sure they're not getting flanked, and they try and go for it. It's not working out. Again, very telegraphed that they were going to end up at B. But yeah, again, the connector play, this time from Yekindar. I think it's huge. Absolutely huge. Well played for Furia. No connector this time, but again, you don't want it to be too predictable. And again, they are so sure that there's going to be a B rush, which actually, there's been a shocking lack of B rushes. This is a popular thing on the map. But interesting that they don't really do that too much. Yekindar probably real surprised that he just gets walked up on there. Again, very similar kind of gameplay here, where Okay, they actually do... They're a little bit noisy here. I thought they were going to walk the whole way. So maybe Yekindar was aware, he just wasn't quite quick enough on the trigger. They get that one. Saiwu gets a headshot on Yuri. So now it's a 3 versus 5. Fallen playing alone down here. He's a million miles away from everything. Kazarata gonna get the double. Oh, and that's the bomb down. And now Fallen's confirmed that no one's out here. So now he's getting closer. But the bomb. Oh my god. There's only 20 seconds on the map. It's devastating. Did he just run into the grenade? There's no way. So Molodoi throws this grenade. It bounces into flames and blows him up. Look at the initial damage. Like, he takes, like, the 1 damage. And then, that's just completely devastating. There was a Kesarato probably more or less winning the round with a triple at the end there. It's defensively, the setup here, nothing too crazy. Just anticipating a B rush that never really came. I'm just curious, just to you know, follow up and do a little bit of homework. Just a little bit of homework. For FURIA on the T side, I just want to check out how many rushes do they actually do on this map. It's not a lot. It's really not a lot. 2%? I would have bet a lot that it was more than that. If we look at Vitality, Overpass T side, 1%. What about G2? 7%. Yeah. Who else plays this map? 3D Max, do they play? I feel like they surely do. 9%? Okay. Who else could we look at? Why am I blanking on everybody else in the world? I don't care. Falcons? Do they play? No, they're one of the teams that don't. Why do they not play Overpass? I feel like they should. Okay. Mouse. I feel like Mouse play a bit of Overpass. They don't rush at all. No B rushes. I mean, they haven't played them out that much. Okay, but anyway, for FURIA and Vitality, it's very low on the rushes, which is curious because they are really powerful setups for it. So, you know, don't hate it. I'm just pointing it out that is certainly interesting. Are there no fakes? Let's see. Mid-round here. Short, A fakes is super low. Six rounds. Let's just take... I'm just going to take a look. We're past the initial homework, but I want to show you guys so you can get a sense of what I'm talking about if you're unfamiliar. So they get all these kills. They go up here. Okay, so this is just, you know, they smoke this and then they run back. It's all right. It's pretty interesting. They actually lose this round anyway, but I'm thinking about something a little bit more than just people throwing smokes. I want to see more than that. I don't just want the smokes. I want to see an actual push. I mean, these are... We could classify these as A fakes if we want to. I just think they are not really the best sold kind of fakes. I feel like there could be some more stuff happening. They really are not into it. That's so interesting. Okay, this one is a little bit more, perhaps. But not really. It's not even the round that I'm thinking about. Am I going to be forced to go back and try and find those rounds? We could. Let's just try. Looking at players. Player movement. I want to see... I just want to see player movement, and I want to see rounds that end toward the B bomb site. Yeah, but I really only want all the rounds where there are players, like somewhere up here for FURIA, but it still ends B, and they have to be there a little bit late. Okay, so that's like 11 rounds. Let's see if we can get some of these. So here's a round where they end up going, Molodoi is there. Okay, yeah. This is what I'm kind of talking about. Like, they don't have that many people alive, but this is kind of it, right? Like, you've already had the big fight, or a lot of the fight towards A. And the CTs are rotating away, and then you sort of slip down to the B-bomb site. So yeah, that's a good round to illustrate this with. Here's another one. Wait, do they end B here? No, they don't. Okay, this one, they kind of get close to it. Okay, but we have some data just on FURIA alone, right? It's not a crazy amount. Maybe this is just something that they're just not that into. They don't do this thing where they push all the way up. But I guarantee you, if we wanted to spend more time, we could go back and find, yeah, maybe this. So yeah, here's a round like it. A little bit like it. Right? They're real close. And the fact that Fallen can just kind of slip away from this position. Like, he's been spotted with the bomb. It's such a strong cell. You can see everyone's running. And he just has such a short time to make it down here while Molodor is walking in. So this is the prototypical round that I was kind of talking about. I think this is one of the, maybe not defining strategies on the map, but it's a really, really cool strategy for the map. I think it's really exploitable to be able to move back this far. FURIA, just not big fans of it, I guess, but that's okay. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy the video. If you did, leave a comment down below. If you're FURIA fans, I'm sure you guys are. And I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to leave a like and share it with your friends and all the rest of it. And I'll see you real soon. Take care.